strangers in Hong Kong to stay near.
Not advice.
I was walking here.
Come by in the morning. What business do you have?
唔該借過。
I was...
The mall area is perfect.
I'm meeting someone.
Hey man, where you from?
The States.
We're from Australia.
On vacation?
Let's just wait for Russ.
He's kinda cute. What's your name?
JC. Is this a good club?
Oh, totally. And it's a Red Arrow place? They get everything real cheap. Look, can we ask a big favor?
Sure.
My friend and I. It's so silly. We left our credit cards at the hotel. Think you could get us in?
How much do you need?
Only 20 each. We get in for 20.
Sure.
Right, you like to dance then? Let's go.
You're so bad.
Leather boots. For you, 25 credits admission.
Here you go.
Perfect. I order you to stand in the spotlight and growl at the women like a dog who needs a master.
Thanks.
Hello. Have another.
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
Can I ask you something?
What do you want to know?
Despite all I've read about the triads, I wasn't prepared to see them operating in the open, on the streets, and wearing uniforms. Doesn't the Chinese government care?
The Chinese leave Hong Kong alone. They barricade the roads to control trade to the mainland, but they know how business is done.
I would think the secret smuggling operations of the triads would disturb the Chinese government.
Maybe the luminous path, but China knows that the Red Arrow are business owners. entrepreneurs, community leaders, and that they protect the city from outside influences.
I'll get a drink later.
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
You said outside influences. What does China fear?
China is the last sovereign country in the world. Authoritarian but willing, unlike UN-governed countries, to give its people the freedom to do what they want.
As long as they don't break the law.
Listen to me. This is real freedom. Freedom to own property, make a profit, make your life. The West, so afraid of strong government, now has no government, only financial power.
Our governments have limited power by design.
Rhetoric? You believe it? Don't you know where these slogans come from?
I give up.
Well-paid researchers. How do you say it? Think tanks? Funded by big businesses. What is that? A think tank?
Hardly as sinister as a dictator, like China's premier.
It's privately funded propaganda. The Trilateral Commission in the United States, for instance.
The separation of powers acknowledges the petty ambitions of individuals. That's its strength.
A system organised around the weakest qualities of individuals will produce the same qualities in its leaders.
Perhaps certain qualities are an inseparable part of human nature.
The mark of the educated man is the suppression of these qualities in favour of better ones. The same is true of civilization.
I'm looking for Max Chen.
Is that so? What is it about?
I need to find Tracer Tong.
Are you crazy? Don't even say that name in here.
I'll get a drink later.
Beer is 15.
I'll get it.
You see, my class, where in the US, either you have nothing or you have everything. And the women of my class, well, they're spoiled. 14 karat gold, actually. Started off. Excuse me, sir. This room is off limits to club patrons. I suggest you leave.
It's okay. I'm here to see Max Chen. He'll expect me.
An American. I hope he likes what you have to say.
You must be Max Chen.
So?
I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you.
Is that so?
The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it.
Preposterous.
I have it right here.
But Miss Chow?
She works for a group called Majestic 12. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends.
No, you must be mistaken.
Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The Triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched?
Oh, there must be an explanation.
Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path.
Perhaps. For now, take them this message. I will stop hostilities until I have completed an investigation.
Boss,
What is it?
Marty at the door said we have trouble. Soldiers coming in. She said that was some kind of mechs.
MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me.
Good evening.
Hello there. Sorry to bother you.
Have a pleasant evening.
Risk entering the Versalife Corporation until Tracer Tong has deactivated your kill switch. I will give you your instructions at the appropriate time.
Who?
Yao Hak. Many other Buddhas in Hong Kong. I am keeping an eye on you. I am not posing for any more photos today. I am keeping an eye on you. I am keeping an eye on you.
I did it. I did it.
Did anybody see?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter. We got her payment, plus interest. Get back and see if she runs something.
Okay.
You were right. Maggie Chow is a con artist.
You have proof.
Yes, I found the sword in her apartment.
Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragonhead. Then we will see who is the real traitor.
I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path.
A truce? Are you certain?
Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance.
Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997.
While you are here, observe the laws of the Triad. With the dragon head. Tracer Tong admitted another American. Perhaps you know him. If Tong decides he'll trust you, you'll be free to come and go as you please.
Do not interrupt us with questions.
Watch yourself in the market. Compound. About your business.
We will check with the Dragon Head about whether you can come in here.
While you are here, observe the law.
Ni hao ma. 唔該指教。
Are you expecting a tour?
You must be JC. Tong will see you now.
Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
Please, complete your business. Tong is in the operating...
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tong so quickly?
Turns out I knew him all along. TT_undernet.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
Any news from Jaime?
No sign of him yet. I hope he made it.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boards. Daedalus was supposed to beat the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money, but finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew. Tong has connections. You should scope out the lab. Jaime should be in the city.
Stay right there.
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to Smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the Raman coding from Versalife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The Versalife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the Raman coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office. We have much to offer one another if we...
What?
唔該借過。
If you need help, you do not.
Welcome to Versalife. We make tomorrow look like yesterday. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Mr. Hundley.
He's upstairs making his rounds. Look for a man in a black suit.
Thank you.
Go on up.
Please address inquiries to my supervisor. I have work to do.
Please stay out of the work area.
I can't be bothered.
You don't have to show ID. I have to keep watch.
Late night.
You work at Psionics? You look like you could have the gift. This Kramer Preceptor patent proposal is kicking my ass.
Mr. Hundley, shift supervisor. Who might you be?
I'm contracting this month. Quite a facility you have here.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, we're pretty proud of the work we're doing.
Any chance I could get a tour of the labs?
Oh, no, I'm afraid not. Trade secrets and all that.
I'll make it worth your while.
To the tune of what? 2,000?
Sure.
Excellent. The elevator code is 6512. I'll make sure the security system has granted you a day pass.
Thanks.
My honored guest, welcome to Versalife.
So much for the schedule, right, mate?
The schedule? Yeah, sure.
It's swell to miss a day of work, but they bloody hell better push back the delivery. I know I won't be done.
They'll understand.
At least the super freighter's on our way to America. No more special agents nosing about up here.
Special agents?
You know, the ones in the suits with grey skin. Eyes tattooed on the backs of their necks. I'd sure like to know what was in those tanks to make them so uptight. Didn't get a jot of work done today.
You the one they just cleared for level 1?
Yeah, that's me.
You are welcome to stroll around the laboratories, but respect the work that we do here. Your security pass can be canceled with no warning.
I've looked forward to this for a long time.
Security is watching through the cameras. If you cause trouble, an alarm will sound, and the guards won't wait to ask questions.
Yes, sir. I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Do not ask the scientist.
They don't let me talk to lab personnel.
It is a simple request.
Lab procedure forbids.
The psionics laboratory.
The psionics laboratory has no business worrying about weak interactions between it. Quantum quack.
Don't criticize what you don't
It's really a question of abstraction.
Exactly.
You can't be dealing with this sort of thing.
Actually, what I Chow. Tissue augmentation. It's not a matter of twiddling bits.
We need to stay focused on tools.
In principle, yes, I agree.
The older scientists don't grasp what it means to have so much data.
Still, we have to throw them a bone once in a while.
With the right software, organism design should be indistinguishable.
You must be with Simon's office. Be sure that he understands we're doing the best.
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now. Than most, but he is very excited.
I'm the captain here.
The neural tissue in particular? Really, you should go.
I don't want.
I don't recall being informed of any visitors.
God! Ugh. Ugh.
Trying out new coat proteins that resemble common phospholipid.
I don't.
I don't recall being informed.
I'm afraid we don't have time. You'll upset the subject.
I have 2 words for whomever wrote this biometrics package. User interface.
You must.
This one did better than.
Smoothly then.
The labs are down the hall. I think you're lost. Hey, what are you doing in here?
If you don't know where you're going,
The ROM encoding should be in this wing of the laboratory. Uploaded the component to try sword. Go to the temple next to the market. I will bring together the dragon heads for a meeting.
We've got movement here. I'm investigating.
Is that you? Who's there?
Did anybody else hear something?
Ooh. Ooh.
Bogey! Yeah, false alarm, I guess.
Brandon. Bandit, he's close.
Didn't get a jot of work done.
Oh! Hey! 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 God!
I told you, bad people around here.
It is decided. There will... Let us be quiet. Agent Denton from America has retrieved the software component. Please accept our gratitude.
It is my honor.
Begin.
As the faces of a perfect blade are reflections of one another, as they join together to make a perfect edge, so we shall form one blade, not the male and female swords of Ganjiang, one which must avenge the other, but one weapon, precise in its purpose, though wielded by many arms.
And much as the steel sharpens its edge and anneals its own surfaces, let us preserve, together, the form of our traditions.
The only enduring work of man, that which is born again with the next generation.
Forever.
Forever.
Again, accept our thanks, Mr. Denton. You will have to join us for drinks at the Lucky Money later tonight. In the meantime, Mr. Tong wants to see you.
Thanks for the offer. Maybe I'll stop by.
All right.
The truck.
Please.
Peace between the triads is now official.
Good. We begin to operate from a position of strength. We will start manufacturing the swords and distributing them to our allies.
What next? Versalife was crawling with troops. I think they were hiding more than sword technology down there.
Tell me about the labs. Paul and I concluded that Versalife does the manufacturing, while the real research takes place in North America.
Plenty of scientists. Biotech, physics, nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest.
We know they manufacture ambrosia. If you went back and gained access to the Level 2 labs, perhaps you would find something on the Grey Death. Your brother's failure in New York has left me with nothing.
You think you could find a cure?
That cannot be determined until I have a schematic of the virus particle and the molecular structure of ambrosia.
I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me?
There's a back way at the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just east of the temple. I sent an agent in that way once. She turned up a key code to the nanotech research wing, 55655, but no data.
Worth a try.
By the way, Versalife lost one of their R&D men in the Canal Road Tunnel collapse. A guy we think was carrying nanotech assets. He did some of the basic research that went into your implants. You might take a look, if you don't mind going for a dive.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Perhaps you can...
Your doctor friend is... I suppose you spoke with your brother? I am pleased that he made... The truth...
I spill my drink.
I cannot.
There is a device in here called a universal constructor. It is one of the only devices in the world capable of producing the nanomechanical virus called the Great. I require you to destroy it. Use the code 525.
in Revel 2 lab. If you find it, I can upload the data I need through your info link. The system we're looking for is in the laboratory up ahead. This storage area would be a logical place to pile up the virus. I don't know. stumble on more than the schematics. You better get out of there. More in a second.
The Universal Constructor is in this facility.
Bad move, Agent.
Hello, Maggie.
You are a fool to trust Tracer Tong. He will send you out to die, just like he did with your brother.
At least he doesn't pretend to be someone he's not.
You should have played along. You would have profited in ways you will never know.
You're a rotten actress.
And you're a rotten agent. You just got yourself killed. It's over, JC.
Success. Viral production has been terminated. Containment protocols have sealed off. You will have to exit through the effluent pipes on the floor of the chamber. Beware of biotoxin concentrations.
Seems to be some inventory data. It has been synthesizing the Grey Death virus in great quantities. The entire stockpile has been loaded onto a super freighter going to New York. Interesting. The previous owner of the ship was Stanton. Come back to the compound. I have much to tell you. Down this road connect. Talking about the molecule shape. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technicians use sleeve bearings with 34-fold, 46-fold symmetry. Multiples of tracking down this Dowd connection. With the sterics. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technicians use sleeve bearings with 34-fold and 46-fold symmetry. Multiples of 17 and 23. 17, 23? The birth of Adam Weishaupt? Not a coincidence.
Not advisable for... not advisable for tourists.
I was walking here.
No. You have saved the honor of the trial. Thank you.
Welcome to Queen.
For tourists. Max.
Don't know if I care for your sense of humor.
Humor?
The Illuminati stuff. I was risking my life in there.
No joke, Mr. Denton. They're quite real. Though not as powerful as they were at the beginning of the century. I know a few of the former leaders.
Like Stanton Dowd?
Yes. Plus Beth Duclair, Morgan Everett. Most of them in Paris, I understand.
What do they have to do with Majestic 12?
A question for Dowd. I will contact him in New York. Hopefully he will agree to meet you.
What about a hacker named Daedalus?
A valuable informant. He sent me one of the codes I needed to find that super freighter.
A super freighter? That's enough virus to infect a continent.
Your pilot is landing in the courtyard. Find Dowd and see if he knows where the ship is going or how we can stop it. In any case, it is time you left Hong Kong. There is word of a UNATCO agent searching for you here. A German, they say. Augmented.
Tell your people not to tangle with him. I'll deal with him myself. Do you have what you need to synthesize a cure?
The data you recovered should provide an answer. In time.
I also destroyed the universal constructor they were using to manufacture the virus.
A universal constructor? I should have known.
But I did it on the advice of the hacker, Daedalus. Who is he, really? Alex says he may be an AI, part of an old government program.
An AI? The thought occurred to me, but more likely it is cover for a real human being.
But who?
A powerful man, we must assume. I don't like mysteries, but at least he appears to be on our side.
I don't like mysteries either.
Your friend Jock...
Looks like we all made it.
And just in time. I hear Simons had me on his blacklist.
Maybe so. I'm glad that you're safe.
I slipped out right after your escape. Security was a shambles, so I brought you a little something from the supply closet.
You didn't have to take that kind of risk.
It was worth it, trust me. They gave me a funny look in customs, but I managed to bring over an augmentation upgrade canister.
Isn't that sensitive technology?
I just told them that I do business with Versalife. Versalife seems to be a magic word in Hong Kong.
Well, thanks. Now hang tight for a while. UNATCO will be looking for you.
Gunther went berserk after you was... I had to sedate him.
Jaime had a close call getting out of UNATCO, but I'm sure glad he made a break for it. I think he'll have a longer lifespan helping Tong out at the operating theater. Quite a load of data you brought in. A lot to study.
I'm gonna stay in Hong Kong until this...
Tong fix you up? Yeah, you? You cut it pretty close. I'm in pretty bad shape. Looks like I'll be living in Hong Kong for a couple of months. Will you get better? Any permanent damage? I'll recover, but not right away. You'll be on your own for a while. I hear you've already been keeping busy. Just getting to know the locals. Turns out Versalife had a universal constructor. They were synthesizing the virus right here. Tong told me. Not a cheap gizmo. Majestic 12 sure does a lot of R&D. Every ruler needs a power base. Without the people, well, you need something to use against them. I'm off for New York again. We'll see about that power base. Hey, do me a favor. Get better. I'm working on it. I'm still pretty weak. You'll have to...
Max Chan.
Tong filled me in. So we have to dig up Stanton Dowd?
Yeah, you know him?
I heard a few things. I think Harley Philbin knows how to contact him. I always thought Philbin was pulling my leg about the Illuminati, though.
I guess we'll find out when we get to New York. Let's not waste any time.
We think Philbin is in the area. Tong will tell you more. Looks like you're not armor.
No time to waste. You need to get to the Underworld Tavern and make contact with Harley Philbin. He is one of Dowd's aides, and he will set up the meeting. Follow his instructions.